I'm Joe Chille. You can listen to me mornings on the Big Weck. Joining us today on the Big Weck's Buffalo on the Rise is Brian Wirth. Brian is the Business Development Director for the Clarity Group of Western New York.
Thanks for having me today, Joe. I appreciate it.
Nice to have you here. And I have to mention, because of the fact that I am a client of the Clarity Group, they made things very easy for me. And one of the folks from the Clarity Group, one of the principals, Karen Olson, just contacted me yesterday, as a matter of fact, because we're in that period, that enrollment period. And she said to me, you may be happy with what you have, the insurance that I have right now, but she goes, there may be some things you want to tweak for next year. So we're going to meet and go over those things. And she does it every year. Even if I forget, she contacts me.
I love your testimony when it comes to Clarity Group. I can't ask for anything better than that. What I would tell you, though, is yes, everybody right now who is a Medicare beneficiary is right in the heat of things. They've probably got those large stacks of mailers and all of that good stuff on the table. Hopefully they toss most of that stuff out because a lot of it's just sales solicitation, if you will. And it could even be from out-of-towners. But we're right in that annual election period, right? So that's that time where Medicare beneficiaries get to pick their plan moving into 2024. It goes from October 15th until December 7th every year. But I really, really urge people to go ahead and take advantage of at least coming into Clarity Group and having an assessment done to see if their plan still is going to match up to their current needs, and if there might be something that may be a little bit better of a fit out there, going into 2024. A lot of things have changed.
One of the things that I thought was great, and I couldn't really believe, because, you don't get anything for nothing nowadays. It just doesn't seem that way, right? But when I initially contracted with the Clarity Group, I gave Karen the names of my doctors, medications I was taking.
Perfect.
And then she met with me and said, here are the things. She didn't tell me, force me into a plan. She just said, here are the things that you need to look at. Here are the things that and she did the legwork, basically, is what I'm saying. And then I'm thinking, what's this going to cost me? It didn't cost me anything.
Yeah. One of the wonderful services we're able to provide at Clarity Group is that our services come at no cost to our clients or to the consumer, right? So we're able to kind of take the multitude of carriers that we have, insurance carriers who have a whole bunch of different plans in what we call their portfolio. We kind of bounce them off of each other and see, what's really available out there for each of our consumers. And, people are able to just kind of walk in if they'd like to any of our centers, again, free of cost, and they're also able to make an appointment. But we can really, really take a deep dive into comparisons of the plans and what will fit them moving into 2024.
And people don't get when they start, when you look at this, you say, well, there's A and there's B and there's C and there's, what are all these things? They think, Medicare is Medicare. What do I need anything extra for? But you really do need things extra for prescriptions and things of this nature, right?
Yeah, so you bring up the different parts of Medicare, right? And right now, really what we're talking about is Medicare Part C. That's that all-in-one plan offered by a private insurance company or carrier that encompasses typically Medicare's Part A, B, and D. So we can kind of get all of those grouped into one. But when you bring that up, you bring up a good point. I want people to know that for 2024, what we're seeing on original Medicare, that's that original Medicare Part A and B. Oftentimes you'll tie a prescription drug plan to that, known as Part D. But Part B premium rates are going to be going up. So for those individuals who are single, making no more than $97,000 a year, and those people who are married making no more than $194,000 a year, those are basically what we would call the base rates. They're going up from $164.90 up into $174.70 for next year. So on a fixed income, that could be a large ask. We also know Social Security just gave about a 3.2% raise to the cost of living, which is equal to about an average of $57 or so. For the average Social Security recipient, but they're taking a little bit of that away, right?
And this is, less than what Social Security has gone up in the past couple of years because of inflation, right?
It is, yes. I think that last year the increase was about 8.6%, and again this year is going to be about 3.2%, and then the premium's rising, so obviously they're seeing that premium rise, they're taking a little bit off of what they're getting in their raise. One of the exciting pieces of news that I want to share is that in 2023, a lot of Medicare beneficiaries or recipients aren't aware that New York State has a program. It's called the Medicare Savings Program. With that program, what they do is they will pay a Medicare Part B premium for those individuals who financially qualify. There's no asset check or asset limits with this program, and that has raised to any seniors or Medicare beneficiaries that are married, making under $3,077 per month, or if you're single, up to $2,288 per month. So we're talking big savings, $174.70. And I mention this because at Clarity Group, your local resource, right? We're here for you in the community. What we do is about 80% social work, 20% of it's honestly insurance.
And people, listening today, viewing today, should give you a call. Don't just stop in. I mean, it's easy to stop in because you have many locations.
Yes.
But they should call and set up, and then you can tell them what they should bring with them or what they should know, right?
Yeah, because of obviously being a busy season, we certainly would ask that people do their due diligence, give us a call, set up an appointment with us, and we'd be more than happy to obviously go over their needs assessment and just kind of see where it is that they really fit within this whole Medicare Advantage system. A lot of what's not talked about this time of year is Medicare supplement plans. So what we've seen in some trends, this year, Medicare supplement plans have increased. There's been increases on average of about 12.9% for the premium. It's a different way to get your Medicare health insurance, okay? We've seen where companies have filed as much as 18 and 46% for an increase. And so they're getting high premium rates right now. And a lot of times those people, habitually, they've never looked at another plan because they've been comfortable with paying a premium out front and having a lot of coverage on the back end. The issue is that for 2024, we now have some plans out there that have been tailored to actually fit and compete in the Medicare Advantage space directly with Medicare Supplement.
So the website that people should be checking out, www.claritygroupny.com. And for more information and answers to your questions, contact Clarity Group by calling 716-393-3437. Sponsorship and promotional consideration for the preceding segment was provided by the following.